Good morning, Cullman, and thank you for joining us on Cullman Today. I'm your host, Dustin Isom, and today is Friday, December 13th. Coming up on Cullman Today, the community remembers a beloved police officer who served over 50 years. Santa is coming to town at Align, Alabama Health and Wellness, and the city of Hanceville spreads joy to seniors with a special Christmas card initiative. All this plus sports, weather, and more, but for now, let's dive into the top stories happening in Cullman today. We have some sad news to share from the Cullman Police Department this morning. Retired Officer Jack Springer has passed away this week. Officer Springer dedicated over 50 years to serving our community as a reserve officer from June 1, 1968 to December 31, 2019. The department shared, "Jack was a true pleasure to work with and will be deeply missed by all who knew him. His dedication, kindness, and willingness to help others left a lasting impact on everyone who worked alongside him." The Cullman Police Department extends heartfelt condolences to Springer's family during this difficult time. They ask the community to keep his family in their thoughts and prayers as they celebrate his remarkable life and legacy. Up next, Cullman's Christ Kindle Market is bringing even more holiday cheer this year. The event has doubled in size since last year and, for the first time, will be open daily through December 23rd. Here is our own Jen Baker with more.
Christ Kindle Market has doubled in size since last year, and for the first time, Christ Kindle Market will stay open over a week straight, starting December 12th through December 23rd.
Christ Kindle Market this year versus last year has a little more than doubled in size, and we were able to get a grant, and it helped us defray some of the cost. But we've been able to add a lot more booths, a lot more space because it was crowded last year. We just didn't realize that many more people were going to come, so it's crowded again this year. But we were able to get the Ferris wheel this year, which has been a really good addition. And the way we work that out is it doesn't really cost us anything. We just share revenue with them. So they get to keep most of the money because they own the Ferris wheel, and we get a portion of the money because they're here, working within our market. But it's been really good for the kiddos. We've added a couple of, more things, like we call it the snow tube ride, and they love that. Just trying to make it more family friendly. Today is December the 12th. And we will open at 11 o'clock like we have, other days. It's Thursday. Typically, we would close after the Sunday market, but we will be open starting today all the way through December 23rd. And so we're excited about that. It gives people a little more opportunity to come and it not be, as crowded as it is on weekends. And schools get out, so they're able to travel a little bit better. And we'll see how that works, because we're already looking towards next year and how we can make it a little bit bigger because of the size of the crowds.
Christ Kindle Market will open at 11 a.m. and close at 9 p.m. Come out and enjoy. I'm Jen Baker with the Cullman Tribune.
Thanks, Jen. And to finish up our top stories this morning, Align Alabama Health and Wellness invites the community to its Santa is Coming to Town event today from 2 until 5 p.m. Families can enjoy a variety of Christmas activities, including a hot cocoa bar, make and take ornaments, and a snowball cornhole game. Santa and Mrs. Claus will be there to take photos with the kids. Dr. Nathan Lewis, owner of Align Alabama Health and Wellness, shared his heartfelt connection to Christmas. He said, "Christmas to me is deeply personal as, at the core, it represents the birth of my Savior, Jesus. While the holiday season can be muddled with things that don't point to the true reason for the season, I feel it can all be used to inspire love, joy, and cheer." For more information, you can contact Align Alabama Health and Wellness at 256-747-5540 or visit their website at alignalabama.com. They're located at 1207 Loring Street Northwest in Cullman. And that's all for our top stories this morning. After the break, we'll check in on some former Auburn Tigers making waves in the NFL. Sports is up next. Welcome back. In sports today, we're spotlighting former Auburn Tigers who've been making significant impacts in the NFL. Running back Tank Bigsby scored the go-ahead touchdown in the fourth quarter, his fifth of the season, and helped lead the Jaguars to a 10-6 victory over the Tennessee Titans on Sunday. Bigsby rushed for 55 yards on 18 carries and scored from 8 yards out to put Jacksonville in front. He also added one reception for 7 yards, and Bigsby now has 602 rushing yards in 12 games this season and has gone over 50 yards in 6 of those 12 games. In Sunday's overtime loss to the Miami Dolphins, kicker Anders Carlson delivered a perfect performance for the Jets as he converted all 4 of his field goal attempts and both extra points in the game. His longest kick of the day, a 42-yard field goal, momentarily gave the Jets a 3-point lead with just 52 seconds remaining. He's now made all 11 of his field goals this season, kicking for both the 49ers and the Jets. And after being sidelined the last 2 weeks, cornerback Carlton Davis returned Thursday night against the Green Bay Packers, and he picked up where he left off with another solid defensive performance. The veteran finished with 3 tackles, a pass breakup, and a forced fumble. Davis also intercepted a pass in the end zone, but it was taken away because of a pass interference call on one of his teammates. He earned a 67.8 PFF grade in the win. Linebacker Jamian Sherwood's breakout season continued Sunday against Miami as he delivered another standout performance with a career-high 18 tackles and 2 tackles for loss. It was the most tackles in a game by a Jet since David Harris recorded 24 in 2007. Sherwood is the second NFL player with 18 tackles in a game this season. Only one player has had more. He's now tied for 4th in the NFL with 125 tackles on the year. And that wraps up sports for today. After the break, we'll bring you your 4 stories in under 4 minutes, including a local farmer elected to a state committee, a generous sponsorship supporting children's literacy, and important safety tips from the Alabama Emergency Management Agency. We'll be right back. Hello and welcome back. Now it's time to speed things up with a news rundown. 4 stories in under 4 minutes. A local farmer is making strides at the state level. At the Alabama Farmers Federation's 103rd annual meeting in Montgomery on December 8th, Cullman County farmer Ben Haynes was elected to the State Wheat and Feed Grain Committee. Delegates gathered to elect farmer leaders onto various committees showcasing the Federation's strong grassroots foundation. State Commodity Committee members play a vital role in directing policy for Alabama's largest farm organization, allocating research dollars and coordinating educational sessions for fellow farmers. Retiring members were also honored for their 9 years of dedicated service. Congratulations to Ben Haynes on his new role representing our community. Meanwhile, the United Way of Cullman County announced that Lister Hill Credit Union has stepped up as the title sponsor for the inaugural fundraising event supporting Dolly Parton's Imagination Library in Winston County. The credit union has contributed $5,000 toward the cause. The United Way is still seeking generous sponsors to support the event. Gold sponsorships are available for $2,500 and table sponsorships for $1,250. Auction item sponsors are also needed. If you're based in Winston County and want to support the event, email tjohnson@uwaycc.org for more details. Dolly Parton's Imagination Library puts books into the hands of local children aged 5 and younger at no cost to families. Learn more at imaginationlibrary.com. In other news, the city of Hanceville is spreading holiday cheer by delivering over 700 Christmas cards to seniors in local nursing and assisted living homes. With just over 2 weeks left before Christmas, the city is inviting everyone to participate in this heartfelt initiative. City of Hanceville Administration Assistant Kim Rayburn shared that the city began collecting Christmas cards in November and will deliver them just before Christmas to brighten the spirits of local seniors. Rayburn said, "It's a very busy time for Santa, but we're hoping he can make a special trip to Hanceville next week. We're still accepting cards until Friday, December 13th, so there's still time to contribute." Rayburn expressed her gratitude for the community's generosity, saying, "It's a simple act that brings immense joy to our residents. Many of them are without family nearby and rely on their caretakers for support. This is a wonderful way to spread the spirit of Christmas and show them that they're not alone. Seeing the smiles on their faces as they open the cards is such a blessing to me." Today is the last day to contribute, so if you'd like to donate Christmas cards or need more information, contact the City of Hanceville at 256-352-9830. And finally, as the colder weather settles in, the Alabama Emergency Management Agency is reminding everyone to stay safe when heating their homes. They've offered some important fireplace and wood stove safety tips to keep in mind this winter. For those with fireplaces, they recommend keeping a glass or metal screen in front of the fireplace to prevent embers or sparks from jumping out. Also, be sure to keep fireplace on switches and remote controls out of reach of children to prevent accidental ignition. If you use a wood stove, make sure it has been tested by a qualified testing laboratory for safety. Always keep the doors of your wood stove closed unless you're loading or stoking the fire to prevent sparks and hot embers from escaping. By following these simple precautions, you can enjoy a warm and safe winter season. And that's your 4 stories in under 4 minutes. Now for a quick break before we look at the weather ahead and pay our respects with obituaries. I'll be right back after this quick message.
Step into Cullman, where local heroes and community spirit shine. Introducing Community Matters Magazine from the Cullman Tribune, your guide to inspiring tales and community spirit. Celebrate our local champions and dive into the festivities at Christ Kindle Market. Feel the season's cheer and discover stories that inspire. Community Matters Magazine. Connect with your community. Find your free issue at these locations or download a copy online.
Welcome back. Let's take a moment to pause and remember those who have lost their lives this week as we turn to obituaries. Richard Leonard Starkell, 100 of Crane Hill, passed away on Tuesday, December 10th. No services are planned at this time. That finishes up obituaries for today. Our thoughts and prayers go out to his friends and family. Now, let's take a look at the weekend weather forecast. Today, we'll see increasing clouds throughout the day with a high near 54. Tonight, expect mostly clear skies with temperatures dipping down to around 38. Tomorrow, there's a slight 20% chance of showers afternoon, and it'll be mostly cloudy with a high near 57. On Saturday night, showers are on the way with an 80% chance of rain. The low will be around 46. And on Sunday, we have showers likely, mainly before noon, and it'll be a cloudy day with a high near 57. The chance of rain will be 60%. And on Sunday night, there's a 30% chance of showers before midnight, then mostly cloudy skies with a low of around 48. And that wraps up another edition of Cullman Today. We appreciate you sharing your morning with us, and remember to stay connected by following us on social media and visiting CullmanTribune.com for the latest from our community. We'll be back bright and early Monday morning at 6:30 a.m., but until then, I'm Dustin Isom with Cullman Today, wishing you a great weekend, Cullman.